Hello guys, so today I bring you a pack starter build. It is a Void Knight build, it is a caster Void Knight build. Uh, we are using a staff, which is not that common nowadays, and this is our skill set. Yeah, smite, damage, damage, you don't go into crits. We got anomaly, cast, cooldown reduction, temporal bubble. We got abyssal echoes. We are just swapping just for extra damage, because we will be hitting with smite and yada yada. Since we're stacking spell damage, might as well just 3 damage. And then devouring orb, one of the main components of the build. First, because of this, which will give you 20. It's a 20% more multiplier on all your damage. 10% if you don't have 90 vit. And then the impact will deal a massive amount of damage. And then we have this for a little bit of extra damage and more hits to proc the abyssal echoes or decay. And then shield rush for movement, also with the lasers, because they still do a bit of damage. As you can see, they still do a little bit of damage. Every time you hit shield rush, you throw out some lasers. Something just nifty to have. Okay, passive 3. We're going all in on Void Knight, as you can see. You grab this for the resists, damage, leech. This we grabbed so we can grab that, because it's 100% void damage for 8 points total. Vitality stacking, my damage, more vitality stacking and HP. Damage reduction, damage. I'm not gonna go into this because I don't think it's worth the points for a bit more echo chance, because we don't get anything the rest of it. 5 points for 10% chance is fine. This one is kind of meh. This one is good because we don't use attack speed. We don't really care. We don't really have many issues, especially if you can get more cast speed here. Spam more smite. Smite will be turning out, giving us all the mana we need. We don't need any mana rolls. We don't need anything. As you can see, I have no mana rolls on my gear. Well, I lie. I have this here because it happened, but you really don't need it, especially if you have a roll of cast speed here, which I don't have. Cast speed, smite, frailty. This we got lucky. And then another important thing is the 6 vitality and 3 the vitality idols are pretty useful. Also helps you cap out the rest of your resists. You see? And then singularity, which is just 3 damage, because since we are not focusing on crit. That's why I also didn't grab that. I had it for a while, and then as soon as I put down singularity, I stopped using it. You can probably change this build into a crit build, but for me currently I just prefer the consistent damage of singularity. It just maybe when on another iteration of this, or a change with an offhand to get a crit chance, flat crit, maybe it will be good. Okay. Then I'm gonna show you how the build works at lower levels, because you cannot do caster Void Knight at low levels. So when it comes to low level, what I generally do is I go with Drive, point in Sever, 3 points in Bound Weapon, Poke Lever. Poke Lever is amazing, and the weapons are also nice. Then you go into attack speed. You really don't need anything else. By the time you get attack speed to 5, you're already swapping into the caster variations. Doesn't really matter. Let me show up. We have it on the planner. Yep. Go. You have it here on the planner, right? Then you spec smite. So you can start putting points here on sacrifice. You can put 1 or 2 points there, you can put none. It will be up to you. And then erasing strike, because erasing strike is pretty good early on. Just flat damage at the start, and then start adding into melee damage for full health. And then a point here. You can keep this, but again, by the time you get to using all of these points, you're already going on to the next part. So you're already going onto the Devouring build. Then when you unlock Devouring Orb, this is how you do it. This, and you spec Abyssal Echoes instead of Bribe. Because you'll have Smite, you'll have the Orb, and then you just pop the orbs. And you'll be breezing through the campaign, just spamming Devouring Orb. And these two you use Smite mostly as a way to restore your mana. And Abyssal Echoes is just gonna be 3 damage as well. You can just pop it and forget, and odds are it will kill most of the stuff. Equipment wise, very easy, very simple. I'd like to include a little snippet of the build at low level, so you can see it works as a cycle starter. We are level 31, but that's because we have a couple of manas already. So at 28, when we got here, we have 3 passive points left over. So 28, we'll have Devouring Orb, we'll have Smite, we'll have Decay. As you can see, we didn't even put the rest of the points here. We're just grabbing the Colossal Impact and the Collision Damage. Focus on early on, then you start focusing on that after. Decay. At low levels, Decay is worth grabbing these 2, just so it spreads. So you can just pop it and ignore everything. Let's go here. Okay. You can still use a Raising Strike. As you can see, we are very chill on on a level 58 mono at 28, and we are chillingly going and doing the mono. Is it ideal? Not quite. It's not ideal, just a proof of concept, really. Now, what can we find? We are face tanking what they shouldn't. Gonna be honest. You can see you can pop Decay and there is a strike to easily proc it. With just the leech that we get from the passive tree, we are doing more than enough damage to be able to survive. And you saw the gear. Maybe I didn't showcase it correctly. Yeah, the thing about this build is if you can get a bunch of kills in, the Devouring Orb will actually be even more busted, because it will do damage every time you get a kill. Get the lead. Takes a while to kill, but you can very easily kill. I mean, just a proof of concept, you're not supposed to be doing monoliths at this level. It's not ideal. there's really no point into doing this. One meant as a showcase that it can do it. And so you can see the gear. Like, it's nothing special. Doesn't even have damage on it. It resists. Health. As you can see, nothing here. So yeah, just the proof of concept that the build works. We're just gonna run a quick echo at 356, so 300 corruption. No, they should show the gear. As you can see, it's only exalts, rares, and nowhere near ideal yet. We do have 2 legendary grab rings. They are good even without being legendary. Just 3 extra damage. As you can see, we are massively overcapping our reduced bonus damage from crits. And we can just shrug.
Or die.
The enemies to locate the So the idea is just spam Anomaly on cooldown.
Stand down or die.
And you can just keep on spamming Devouring Orb as well. For echoes, you can almost fully clear it with just spamming Devouring Orb. And Anomaly. Anomaly just because it gives us a massive amount of cooldown reduction. Also cast speed, also damage. As you can see, we are just wandering around with Devouring Orb. And it takes care of most of the stuff. Okay, so boss. Very whatever. Yeah, this is a way to build nowhere near close to completion in terms of gear. Yeah, that was it. Very chill. That's at 300C.